Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am very excited to be back. I hope you guys can hear me. My camera battery isn't working, so I haven't been using my camera for the last couple of for the last couple of videos. So I ratchetly attached my microphone to my phone. This is kind of funny. I want to take a picture of this. Where's the camera? My setup right now. So funny. Yeah, so I hope that the audio sounds better than my last video. I don't know if you guys could tell, but I could tell and it kind of bothered me. Okay, so today I just want to go through with you guys a couple of ways that you could improve your mental health. So before I get into the video, this video is not just for people who have been diagnosed with any sort of disorder. This video is for them, but this video is also for everyone else. Statistically and biologically, at some point you are going to struggle with your mental health. You're not going to always have pitch perfect mental health. That's just the way our bodies work. We might never develop something like cancer or diabetes or something, but we'll have a common cold. It's just the way our body reacts to stimulus and things in our environment. Same goes for our mind and our mental health. At some point or another, you're going to suffer with some kind of mental disorder or mental distress. And so this video is for everyone. May not be for you right now, but it could be for you in a couple years on the road when your mental health isn't at its best. Now, these tips and ways to improve your mental health are going to be things that you can do without going to a therapist, psychologist, psychiatrist, without taking medication, without going to the doctors. These are just simple remedies that you can do yourself at home every single day of your life to improve the health of your mind. Now, I am no expert. I'm not a psychologist. I did not get my education in this. This is just my take on it, what I believe are ways that you could improve your mental health. And I think that if you ask any therapist, psychologist, they will probably give you the same steps. This is just what I've seen along my journey, that I know if you can implement these 5 things into your daily life, then you are on your way to better mental health. All right, guys, so number 1 on my list of 5 ways to improve your mental health is 1, prayer/meditation. I can't stress this enough, guys. Prayer is meditation. So we all know that monks are meditators, that they meditate all the time. And when they meditate, what they do is they basically focus on one thought for 5, 10, 15 minutes, an hour, and they take time just to focus on one thought and to escape from all other thoughts. So if they start meditating and they start thinking about one thought and they just keep, repeating that one thought in their mind, if another thought comes, they don't freak out. They just say, I noticed that this thought came into my head, but I'm not going to linger on it. I'm not going to entertain it. I'm going to continue to just think about this one thought. And so when you pray and you just take some time to reflect on how good God is and you meditate on the goodness of God, it allows you to forget about all your other problems, all your other thoughts, everything else that's racing in your mind. As long as you allow that process to happen, you can see how big God is and see how small that makes your problems and how small that makes everything else in your life. When you can do that in your every single day life, you can just meditate, pray on who God is, meditate on his word, meditate on, maybe one idea. If you take a couple minutes of your day to just meditate on one thought, like, God, you're good, God, you're good. And every single time another thought tries to pop up, you don't freak out, you don't stress out, you just say, I am aware that this thought just came to my mind, but I am not going to linger on it. I'm not going to entertain it. I'm just going to take these next 5, 10 minutes to think about one thought, and that thought is, God, you are good, or, whatever thought that you want to meditate on. And if you can implement that into your everyday routine, I'm telling you guys, it really eases those mental stressors, that anxiety. It really helps you to hone in on who God is. And so that totally gives you a whole new perspective on your life and a whole new perspective on your problems and your issues and, what's making you anxious, what's making you sad. Now, the second thing on my list to improving your mental health is to treat your body well. This is such a huge one. I mean, honestly, all 5 of them are it. But treating your body well, that means having a balanced diet, not overindulging in fatty foods and things that are going to bring you down, and also not starving your body of the nutrients it needs. So really just having a balanced diet of whole foods, whole fruits, whole vegetables, and having that occasional moment of indulgence. Maybe there's a moment that you're craving a cookie. Don't deny yourself of that craving, as long as you're not overindulging and you're not allowing your cravings and your body to dictate what you eat, but you say what you're going to eat and what you're going to allow into your body. And I'm not really big on restrictive dieting. I feel like that's a whole topic on its own. That keto thing, paleo, all these restrictive diets, they're not my cup of tea. I mean, I just feel like you're making yourself depressed and anxious at this point. I mean, you're making yourself miserable. You can't have any carbs? What? Carbs are energy source, guys. Carbs are not bad for you. This is a whole other video. But really, guys, having a well-balanced diet and disciplining yourself with what you eat, making sure you eat enough and not too much, making sure you don't overindulge, but making sure you allow yourself moments of indulgence. Guys, this is such a key to improving your mental health. The way that we physically feel totally connects with the way we mentally feel with our mind, mind, bodies, and spirits. I'm telling you guys, they connect. They all need to be in alliance. So when you make sure to take care of your spiritual being by praying and meditating, and then in turn taking care of your physical body by eating a balanced diet, exercising at least 3 to 4 times a week. It doesn't have to be like going to the gym and pulling weights and, going ham, but maybe taking a walk in the park. When you're active, when you're moving and your body is experiencing those highs and your oxytocin and your dopamine levels because of your exercise, I'm telling you guys, a recipe for success. Get out more, feel the outside air, take a walk, take a jog. I don't know, maybe do some squats, some push-ups. You don't have to go to the gym. You can do it at home. But really try to get active at least 3 to 4 times a week. And every single day, try to do something active. When you sit in your bed all day, recipe for sadness, for depression, honestly, guys. Having a well-balanced diet, exercising weekly, making that a priority, and also a huge thing when it comes to mental health is sleep. Sleep. Sleep is so important, and sleeping the right amount for you. So, for example, I need 9 hours of sleep every single night. And when I get my 9 hours of sleep, I can function, I am efficient. When I don't get enough or get too much, that's when I start to feel either irritable or, I don't have energy, I lack energy. And it really plays such a big role in your mental health, guys. When I don't get enough sleep, like those are the days where I have the most anxiety. When I get too much sleep, those are the days that I feel so sluggish. And guys, getting the right amount of sleep every single night is so vital to your mental health. I know when you're young, that's not like the biggest issue for you, but start a good sleep schedule now, because your later self is going to appreciate you so much for that. I know when we're young, we just want to I'm young too, but we just want to stay up all night and sleep in all day. No, that is not a good recipe for success when it comes to your mental health. Getting the right amount of sleep, going to sleep at a good time, waking up at a good time is literally, your body is going to thank you. Your mind is going to thank you. Also, for my girls out there, guys too, but for my girls out there, another way to really give yourself that oomph and that spice you need, and that that pick me up, is to really pamper yourself. At least take one day of your week for self-care. Take a nice bath with some bath salts, do some face masks. I don't know, do some hair masks, do a pedicure on yourself. Really just take some time to pamper yourself and to show your body and yourself that you love it. Showing your body that you love it, just says so much, and it really makes an impact. So at least take one day of your week to have self-care, a self-care day. But really every single day you want to make sure you're taking care of yourself by eating right, exercising, and sleeping well. Those things are the formula, guys. All right, my number 3 on my list of ways to improve your mental health is to habitually speak life over yourself. So you need to make a daily habit of speaking positivity, speaking life over yourself, and really, really, really like getting upset when you start to speak negatively. Like, don't let that become a habit. Let your habit be speaking life over yourself, speaking positivity. So when you wake up in the morning, tell yourself it's gonna be a good day. When you wake up in the morning, you know, take a moment to pray, meditate, eat a balanced meal in the morning, make sure you slept enough, and then start speaking life over yourself. And I'm telling you guys, that makes such a huge difference as well. All 5 of these things make such a huge difference. Make sure that you make a habit of speaking life over yourself. And that looks like telling yourself that you are a queen, that you're a king, telling yourself that you are a daughter of the Most High, a son of the Most High God, telling yourself that you're going to succeed today, and that like even if you fail, that you are at peace with yourself, you know, really just feeling at peace with who you are and speaking positivity over your life, telling yourself that you're going to reach your dreams, that you're going to be where you want to be, that you're going to become who you want to become. Tell yourself that you are smart, that you're pretty, that you're handsome. Just speak beautiful words over yourself. Sing a song of love to yourself every single day. Don't let your like song to yourself ever be discouraging. Always try to encourage yourself. The Bible says that the power of life and death is in the tongue. Are you going to have a day full of life or a day full of death? And I think that that depends on what you say over yourself and what you speak over your life. So when you go to work, tell yourself you're gonna have a good work day and you're gonna make the money you need and you're going to succeed. When you start doing schoolwork, tell yourself that you're smart, that you're capable, that you can do it, and so on and so forth. Just every single aspect of your life, you should be speaking life over it. Don't speak death. And I'm telling you guys, one negative thing over yourself makes so much of a difference. When you start speaking negativity over yourself and you start telling yourself, I can't do it, I'm not good enough, everybody does, like no one likes me. When you start saying those things, guys, it becomes real to you. And even if it wasn't real before, like even if you weren't dumb before, you start telling yourself that you're dumb and you're gonna be dumb. Like that's just the way it works. Like life and death is in your tongue, guys. So really, really, really like make it a priority to every single day make a habit of speaking life over yourself from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep. And my 4th way to improve your mental health is to find a mentor. So I know I said like that these are going to be ways to do things without going to a therapist or without, you know, getting medication. So without going to a therapist, I definitely recommend having a mentor. I mean, even if you do go to a therapist, have a mentor. Have someone who's a couple stages ahead of you in life. Maybe they're in a stage of their life where you want to be in, and really cling to them. Allow them to speak into your life. Allow them to influence you and to encourage you, and seek your advice from people like that. Not that you're going to go to your mentor and take every single piece of advice, because, you know, we filter out what we like, what we want to do and stuff, but really like take their opinion to the highest regard, because they've been there, they've done that. It's true. When we were younger, you know, our parents would tell us, you know, when you get older, you're going to thank me, you're going to know that I'm right. And it's true. Like I got older and now I'm like, dang, a lot of the things my mom said, almost everything my mom said was completely right. Because once you've already experienced things and you have an outside perspective, you can really like tell somebody an unbiased opinion and unbiased advice. And you need someone that you can talk to, that you can open up to about everything. I'm talking everything, like, you know, your past struggles, your present struggles, and, you know, really everything that you've gone through, your trauma. There needs to be somebody that knows that, and not someone who is too close to you where you're either afraid to tell them, you know, what's happened to you or what you're going through, what you're facing, or they just aren't equipped to give you like well spiritual advice on that. This tip and this way to improve your mental health is really just about finding someone that you can talk to. Really, honestly, truly. You need to find someone you can talk to, because things need to be talked through. Like you need to talk through things in your life. You need to talk through what you've gone through. You need to talk through how you felt and, you know, how you've been hurt and, you know, what you're struggling with now. And if there's no one that you can talk to about that and you just keep it bottled in, the more you bottle it in, the more you repress it, the bigger that's gonna get. And years down the line, you're gonna have a breakdown. You're just gonna break down. You're not gonna be able to handle those things. But if you start to speak about it now and you find the right person, so that's why I said like a mentor, you find the right person who's well equipped to give you the right advice and who knows what they're talking about, has an unbiased view, you know, they're not your friend, they're your mentor, then you have the perfect person to talk to, and you need to talk to them. You need to be willing to open up about what you've gone through, what you're going through, how you feel, and really just have someone there to help you process through those things, process through those emotions, process through that hurt. And I would definitely recommend that person being a Christian if you're a Christian, because they can give you godly advice and they can pray over you. That's so important, to have someone who you can talk with and can pray with you. I need water.
Glug, 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 glug.
So silly. One more? Here. Slip up. Be like, how should I do it?
And last but not least, 5. Okay. Number 5 is learn to set healthy boundaries. This is going to be a long point, guys, because I have a lot to talk about when it comes to setting healthy boundaries. And for the most part, most of my tips and ways to improve your mental health have to do with setting healthy boundaries, but I want to take it a step further, and you want to set healthy boundaries in your life when it comes to, like I said, what you eat, how you exercise, how you sleep. Set those healthy boundaries. Set healthy boundaries and discipline to pray and meditate and read the Word of God and have those spiritual disciplines. So have spiritual disciplines, physical, bodily disciplines, and also set boundaries in other things like your relationships. If there is someone in your life that is draining you, cut them off. If there is someone in your life that is toxic to you, cut them off. If there is someone in your life that is waiting on your downfall, cut them off. I can go on and on. The list goes on and on. But if there's someone in your life that is discouraging you, not encouraging you, who is bringing you down, not lifting you up, whatever the case is, you know what I mean. Those are the kinds of people you need to cut off right now. Right now. Right now. They don't need to be a part of your life anymore. If they're draining you, they're toxic to you, they're not helping you, they're not helping you reach your goals, they should not be, at least in your inner circle. Have an inner circle of people that are going to help you reach your goals, that are going to help you have a better mental state. There are people that I know that when I talk to them, instantly I'm drained. When I talk to them, instantly I'm anxious. You know those people in your life. Don't keep those people in your inner circle. You can love them from afar, because we love everyone and we're nice to everyone, and they need love and help too. And I'm willing to give you advice. I'm willing to be your friend from afar, but as far as my inner circle goes, my inner circle needs to be people that when I hang out with them, they bring life to me. That when I hang out with them, my anxiety, fades. Those are the kinds of people I need in my life. And when it comes to romantic relationships, honey, if that boy is bringing you down, if that boy is naming off all your insecurities, checking them all off, if that boy is disrespecting you and your personal boundaries when it comes to purity or anything, no. Cut off. If that girl is toxic to you, cut her off. We're no longer going into unhealthy relationships, guys. No, in 2020, we're only having healthy relationships that grow us, relationships that encourage us, that uplift us, that challenge us, that cause us to propel. And if that's not happening in that relationship, then you should not be in that relationship. If you want good mental health, if you want to be in a good place, then that's my advice. But if you don't, do you boo-boo. But just know that you are worth more, that you deserve better. You deserve to be in a good mental state. You deserve to be happy and be at peace. And that starts with all these things, plus setting healthy boundaries in your relationships. And that can go as far as family, guys. This is something I had to learn recently too. You need to set healthy boundaries in your family. If there's someone in your family that's draining you, if you live with them, try your best to be cordial, to be at peace with them, to love on them, but you need to protect your space. You need to protect your mental health. You need to protect you need to protect yourself. And so you need to set healthy boundaries. Keep those people in your inner circle that you know are going to build you and edify you. Another boundary that you should be setting in your life is a boundary on what you take in. So, for example, how much time you spend on social media, the kinds of shows you watch, the kind of movies you watch, the kind of music you listen to. I love X, XXX Tentacion or whatever, but every single time my brothers play him, too much, or like Juice World, like I'm like, dang, I'm depressed now because like they're talking about such sad things and they're just in such a sad mental space, and it really drains you guys. Music, media, guys. The devil is the prince of the air. And so the media, those are air waves. I know this sounds really spiritual, but it's true. Like the devil can really work in music and media and movies and the things that you watch and you listen to. So really set healthy boundaries in that part of your life if you want to be healthier mentally. I mean, if you're always watching things that are just like murder shows and like just like these things that cause anxiety, and listening to music about like gangs and all this stuff, like you're gonna feel anxious. If you're always watching shows that are just really sad and depressing, and you're always listening to sad and depressing music, you're gonna feel sad and depressed. It's just the way it is. Like we feel energies, like we feel like those vibes, like those, it really influences your brain like more than you know. So really set healthy boundaries. I'm not telling you not to watch certain things and not to listen to certain things, but have a healthy balance. And that means listening to and watching more positive things than negative things, having more of an intake of positive things like your Bible, like good books. I mean, there's nothing beats a good book, guys. Nothing beats a good book. So yeah, just make sure that you set healthy boundaries in what your intake is. And that comes with food, like what you're intaking with food. Just, this is your temple. This is your, like, you only have one body. Like, this is your body. Take care of it. Take care of it. And when you learn to take care of your body, your brain can be in so much of a better place, guys. Also set healthy boundaries by learning to say no sometimes. You can't do everything. You're not Superman. You're not like the superhero of the day. You're not going to save the day all the time. You need to learn how to say no. That's something I needed to learn because I'm a type 2 and we're the givers, and we're always, I said type 2. I might have lost some of you guys. It's the Enneagram. I want to make a video about this one day. Let me know in the comments down below if that's something you guys want to see. Anyway, moving on, because if not, I'll be here forever. I'm a giver, and so I'm always trying to please everybody by giving. And I had to learn that I don't have to say yes to every request, that I can say no to some things. If saying yes means that it's going to put me in a place where I'm going to feel anxious, depressed, like I'm not giving myself enough time, then I have to say no. I have to put myself first. And if I don't learn to prioritize my well-being, then I'm never going to be able to be that good friend. I'm not going to be able to say yes to a lot of things because I'm not going to be in a good place to do so, you know? All right, guys. So yeah, set healthy boundaries in those areas. I mean, there's so much more I can say about this topic, but these were just like the 5 main things that I believe will get you on a path to better mental health. I mean, if you can do these 5 things, if you can have healthy boundaries, you can meditate every single day, speak life over yourself, treat your body well, treat your spirit well, set healthy boundaries in your relationships, have people in your corner that believe in you, and, you know, have someone you can talk to, like a mentor, a spiritual mom, spiritual dad. Like, guys, these things are a formula to having peace and to being in a good state mentally and physically. I mean, come on. All 3 of them need to work together in order for you to feel good. So one more time before we go, I'm going to read off the 5 things, and I hope you guys can memorize these things and implement them into your daily life, okay? So number 1 is prayer/meditation. Number 2 is treating your body well. Number 3 is habitually speaking life over yourself. Number 4 is finding a good mentor. Number 5 is set healthy boundaries. I love you guys so much. I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please like, please subscribe. If you're watching this video and you have not subscribed yet, subscribe. Come on, get me to 200 subscribers. I love you guys. Share this video with somebody that you know that needs it. And yeah, can't wait to see you guys next time.